Namaste, friends. My name is Amit Garg. Welcome to my channel, Vedic Astro Amit. First of all, a big thank you to all the members of YouTube. And secondly, if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. That really helps us. Now, so we're talking about full moon in Mula Nakshatra. That's going to take place on June 21st in US and June 22nd in India. Now, that is the peak time of the full moon. The full moon Tithi, the lunar day, usually is about a day before that. So the energy, that powerful blessings of full moon will be throughout the day up until this point that you see on your screen, up until that time. So first, let's try to understand what does full moon represent. Full moon is abundance, it's the overflow of nectar. It's also the overflow of emotions because moon is our mind. So straight away, the big caution on full moon for everybody is to take care of your emotions, not to get too emotional. We see a lot of drunk driving or cases in the hospital. So be careful. Just keep your calm and don't get involved in any aggressive discussions or any kind of behavior that may lead to emotional churning, emotional turmoil. Secondly, this full moon is taking place in Mula Nakshatra. We'll talk about that. And essentially, full moon is the time of reaping the harvest. Whatever we started during the new moon, that we get the benefits, we reap the rewards during full moon. And then we see the energy, how we get those rewards. So this full moon taking place in Mula Nakshatra. Mula is ruled by Nritti. Nritti is the goddess of destruction. So there's two big things with this nakshatra. One is the Nritti. Now, destruction of what's not needed, destruction of old belief system, destruction of old emotions, destruction of old relationships or any diseases. All of that is not serving us anymore for our highest good. So literally, this is a period of cleansing. Mula is all about cleansing, deep cleansing. So some of the remedies, rituals that you can do are you can use sage, you can use incense, you can use camphor, you can use even crystals to do cleansing rituals. So that is very powerful during this full moon. Next, Mula is literally connected with the roots. The word Mula means the root. Starting some herbs, using Ayurveda herbs or any kind of roots are a good remedy on this day. Very powerful. You'll see the energy will be very, very potent, very powerful. Next, Mula is also literally the center of the galaxy, the Milky Way. It's also known as Vishnu Nabhi. That's the center, the source of everything, the source of truth, the source of light. So this is a good time. For this full moon is very powerful for doing research, going within, finding out the truth, finding out the secrets of the universe. So a lot of activities related to research and trying to find out the truth. And that could be in your day-to-day life or all the way to the truth of the universe, the secret of the universe. Now, which area, what specific things you can do for those are the general remedies that we discussed. Now we'll see all of the 12 signs one by one. And for this video, you can see the Lagna, the rising sign, but also you can see the moon sign because we're talking about the full moon. First of all, Aries rising or Aries Rashi, both rising sign or moon sign, you can see. For Aries people, this full moon is taking place in your 9th house. The Mula Nakshatra, in Mula Nakshatra. So be very careful in terms of any emotional issues with your father, with your gurus, with your Sangha. Don't get aggressive, don't get too emotional related to the 9th house, people represented by the 9th house. Secondly, you can do cleansing rituals that we discussed in the intro section. And also you can keep water overnight and then drink it the next morning with an intention of cleansing so that water becomes like Amrita. That water becomes like the water of Ganga and these cleansing rituals so that you can let go of any things related to your gurus, let go of any belief system, especially. Ninth house is our belief system. Have the intention, have the energy that you're letting go of old belief system that may not be serving you anymore. Any of the old relationship with the gurus, relationship with the sangha, or even old kind of relationship with your father. Let go of all that that's not serving you, and that will pave the way for new things and new energy, new relationships in your life. So just have this intention, have this bhava that the Nritti, the Mula Nakshatra's deity, is making this change and transformation in your life. You're reaping the benefits of that. The nectar is flowing, it's overflowing. You're receiving that nectar of transformation in your life related to the ninth house matters. It's a good time for pilgrimage, long distance travel. That will be very transformative for you. And from your side also, if there are any things that are not serving you, in terms of even higher education, let's say you enrolled in a higher education program, and you see that that's kind of not really something you are interested in, that's not serving you well, you can let it go and make the way for fresh new energy in your life related to the ninth house matters. Next is Tula. I'm sorry, the Vrishab, Taurus rising or Taurus moon sign, both applies to both. So for Taurus people, this full moon is taking place in your eighth house. Eighth house, anyways, the house of change and transformation. Mula, ruled by Nritti, is the goddess of destruction, goddess of change and transformation. So this will be very, very transformative period for you. First of all, take care of your emotions. Don't get too emotional, because the eighth house, it's all about deep secrets of the universe. So you may feel fearful or emotional, indulgence in things. So be cautious about that. Second, also don't get too emotional about inheritance, about wealth of other people, about shared resources. There could be emotional issues and conflicts around those areas. So be careful. Don't get passionate. You don't get into passionate discussions about those areas of life. Now, you can also, keep water overnight on the night of full moon and drink it next day with an intention that water is bringing about positive transformation in your life, because this is taking place in your eighth house. And also with the intention of cleansing anything, letting go of things that are not serving you with respect to inheritance, with respect to your shared resources, or how you manage other people's money. So in those areas of life, first of all, let go of any old patterns, old things, old ways of doing things, or old projects in those areas. Secondly, have the intention that this water, this nectar, this overflow of this full moon energy is helping you pave the way for new things in your life. So have this bhava, have this intention in your mind, in your heart, that this full moon is bringing in that transformation. The Mula Nakshatra, the Nritti, is bringing transformation in those areas of your life. Eighth house is also chronic diseases. So when you drink this water, so keep the water overnight under the full moon, and then drink it the next morning. So that water, have this bhava, have this energy, have this faith that this water is literally amrita, and it's cleansing all your chronic diseases. Any pains and aches and diseases in your body are just washing away, and you're cleansing every single cell in your body. So that's a very powerful ritual, very powerful remedy for Taurus rising and Taurus Rashi. Next is Gemini rising or Gemini Rashi. Both, it applies to both rising sign as well as moon sign. So for Gemini people, this full moon is taking place in your seventh house. Watch the intro section for some of the powerful remedies we discussed. So now, first is, this may be a period, a couple of days, when you may feel very, very emotional in your relationships, in your partnership, both your personal, private partnership, as well as a business partnership. So stay away from any emotional stuff going on in your partnerships. Second thing is, this may be a period of letting go of any old patterns in your relationships, even any existing relationships themselves that are not serving you anymore. So have this bhava, this energy that you don't want to be stuck in this old paradigm anymore. This full moon, very powerful, Mula Nakshatra Nritti, goddess of Mula, is helping you transform that energy, change that, destroy anything that's not serving you in your relationships. And you can do powerful rituals, the ones we discussed in the intro section. You can do sage and incense, all of that. And then keep water overnight under the moonlight. and then drink it next morning. Have this bhava, have this feeling that this water is Amrita and it is cleansing your relationships. Literally, it is letting go of old patterns in your relationships or letting go of old relationships. And this will pave the way for new energy, new relationships, new partnerships in your life, and a new way of looking at partnerships. Basically, it is transforming you from within so that you can be ready for this new phase or new relationships in your body. So that's for Gemini rising and Gemini Rashi. Next is Cancer rising or Cancer Rashi. For Cancer people, this full moon is taking place in your sixth house. A very, very powerful period for you. So you can manifest a lot of things during this full moon. It's taking place in Mula Nakshatra. Nritti is the goddess. So first of all, stay away from any emotional issues at your workplace. Secondly, do lots of cleansing rituals that we discussed in the intro section. And then thirdly, keep water overnight outside in the moonlight and then drink it the next morning. So what that will do is for Cancer rising or Cancer Rashi, when you drink this water the next morning, imagine that all your health issues are getting washed away because sixth house represents our health, any acute issues. And this is like drink it as Amrita, as the water of Ma Ganga, literally Amrita nectar that is cleansing every cell of your body. So your health is getting 100%, you're 100% well, and your vitality is really, really good, and every cell in your body is shining bright. The next, this feeling and bhava, this energy or motivation from within you can have is when you're drinking that water, imagine that all your weaknesses are washing away. All the shadripus, kama, krodh, lobh, moh, mat, matsarya, you're getting rid of all those six weaknesses as you drink this water, this amrita, this nectar the next morning. And those are not just washing away, they are paving the way for the literally your body is infused with nectar. So as I said, every cell of your body is shining bright. So powerful remedies, powerful rituals you can do during this full moon to manifest health, to manifest, overcoming your shadripus, your weaknesses, and also better opportunities at your workplace. That is the sixth house. And then one final thing you can do is in terms of manifestation or affirmation or this bhava. When you're drinking this water, also imagine that that you're completely debt-free because sixth house is also the debts, the rina. So you're not only free from any debts, but this is paving the way for abundance in your life. So that's for the sign of Cancer. Next is the sign of Leo. So for Leo rising as well as Leo Rashi, you can see for both, this full moon is taking place in your fifth house, in the nakshatra of Mula, and Nritti is the goddess. So first of all, be careful. There could be emotional issues, emotional, aggressive nature with respect to your romantic relationships or with your children. So take care of your emotions when you're dealing with your romantic partner and also with your children. That's a very big caution. Secondly, do the rituals we discussed in the intro section. Also, in addition, you can keep water outside overnight under the full moon and drink it the next morning. When you drink this water, imagine you're drinking this amrita, this nectar, this water of Ganga, Ma Ganga. And that's cleansing your connection with your children. That's cleansing your connection with your romantic partner. And essentially, it is helping you let go of the old patterns or old ways of looking at your connection with your children, with your romantic partner. Or literally, it may be letting go of your, existing romantic relationship that's not serving you. And so that is paving the way for new energy and new opportunities with respect to your children, with respect to your romantic relationships. And in a way, especially for your children, you can have this intention that this is cleansing your children as well, not just you. This is bringing positive energy in your children's lives. And then also, literally, fifth house is our creativity. So think about being very creative. This Amrita, this nectar, as you drink it the next morning, this is filling you with lots and lots of creativity. And also in the area of education, fifth house represents our education as well. More like higher education, not like PhD, but beyond the schooling. And so this is going to pave the way for new energy in your education. And fifth house is also mantras. So chant lots of mantras that for Leo rising. It's a powerful time to chant mantras. You can chant for moon. Om Shram Shrim Shram Sah Chandraya Namaha, or any of the Shiva mantras you can chant. So that's for the sign of Leo. Next, for the sign of Leo, Leo rising or Leo Rashi, this full moon is taking place in your fourth house in the Nakshatra of Mula. First of all, there could be emotional issues with your mother or in your home, in your place of residence. Like in general, in your home, there could be lots of emotional stuff going on. So be careful with that. Don't get too carried away. Second is, this is the time to find your inner peace, inner happiness. Do the rituals that I discussed in the intro section, but also you can keep water in a vessel overnight outside under the moonlight on that day, and then drink it the next morning. So have this feeling, have this intention, this manifestation, this bhava, that this water is nectar, this is Amrit, and this is cleansing your environment in your home. You can even sprinkle this water a little bit all over your home. That's especially for Virgo, because it's taking place in your fourth house. And then this is cleansing the energy in your home environment, cleansing your relationship with your mother, also cleansing and just getting rid of unwanted or negative energy in your mother's life if she's still alive. And also, this will help with your real estate projects. So maybe some of your real estate projects are stuck or something's not happening. So this is the powerful period that will transform, that will let go of old projects or things that are not serving you. You'll feel unstuck, but then also paving the way and cleansing for fresh energy and fresh new projects for real estate in your life. So this full moon will literally shower the blessings, the Amrita, the nectar that will give you inner happiness. That's in your fourth house for Virgo rising. Next is for Libra rising, Tula Lagna or Tula Rashi, both. This applies to both the rising sign or the moon sign for Libra. For Libra people, this is taking place, this full moon is taking place in your third house. Watch the intersection for the rituals and remedies we discussed there. Now, also be careful with respect to your emotions with your younger siblings, emotions in your neighborhood, emotions with your very close friends. So those are all represented by the third house. Secondly, be careful in your communication, in your networking, in your dealing with people during your short distance travels also, but also written communication. There is a possibility that you may be too emotional in the way you're communicating. So be careful about that. Now, then also you can keep water in a vessel outside overnight under the moonlight and then drink it the next morning. Have this intention that this water, this nectar, this Amrita is cleansing and letting go of things that are not serving you in terms of your communication, in terms of your skills, in terms of your short distance travels, and then paving the way for new energy in your life in all of those areas. And it's also building a much positive connection, relationship with your younger siblings, with your close friends, with your neighbors. And this Amrita is literally infusing every cell of your body with courage to face the day-to-day challenges. That is the third house. So this is giving you this power, this Shakti, to be very, very powerful, and gives you a lot of courage. Next is Scorpio rising. Scorpio rising as well as Scorpio Rashi. So Vrishchika Lagna as well as Vrishchika Rashi, that is the rising sign or the moon sign. For Vrishchika or Scorpio people, this is taking place in your second house, this full moon in Mula Nakshatra. Watch the intersection for the remedies. And then also in addition, you can keep water outside under the moonlight and then drink it the next morning. So what this will do is for Scorpio rising or Scorpio moon sign, this will cleanse your connections, your belief system with respect to your wealth, your family wealth, your accumulated resources. This will let go, this will cleanse any negative beliefs, any blockages you have in accumulating wealth. And this will bring new energy, positive energy, and blessings and abundance in your life. Secondly, be careful in terms of your speech. You may be too emotional in your words because this is taking place in the second house of speech. Thirdly, don't do emotional eating during these few days because second house is also the food that we eat. Okay, so now this water that you drink the next day, Amrita, have this manifestation, have this intention that this is cleansing your diet, this is improving your diet, this is cleansing your Vani, your speech, and then also uh, this is cleansing and bringing positive energy in your connection with your family members, all the extended family. That's the second house. So all of those blessings you're getting during this full moon for Scorpio people, this action, this whole energy is concentrated in your second house. Next is Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius Lagna, as well as Sagittarius Rashi, both. So for Sagittarius, this is taking place in your Lagna, in your Rashi, in your first house. And so this is a very big, powerful time. First of all, the big caution is uh, don't be too emotional. Don't let emotions, overwhelm you. Because full moon in the Lagna, you may feel like just too emotional during these few days around the full moon. And then watch the intersection for the remedies. And in addition, keep water outside under the full moon and drink it the next morning. What that'll do is for Sagittarius rising, this will completely transform your personality. Have this bhava, this intention that this nectar, this amrita, this water of Ma Ganga is cleansing and letting go of your personality that's not serving you anymore, and bringing in this new energy in your being, in yourself, in your identity, in your personality, uh, basically a new self, the birth of a new being. That is what's happening. Complete change and transformation. This Amrita, this nectar will also bring good health. This will let go of any health issues, anything, any problems with your body in general, because Lagna represents our body in general. So this will bring you more immunity, more strength in your life, more better health. So that's for Sagittarius rising and Sagittarius Rashi. Next is Capricorn, Capricorn rising and Rashi as well, both. You can see for both. This full moon is taking place in your 12th house. Very powerful time. Mula Nakshatra, ruled by Nritti, is the goddess of change and transformation and destruction. And first of all, watch the intersection for all the remedies that we discussed, very powerful ones. Number one, be careful of any hidden emotions, because full moon is overflow of emotions. And for Capricorn, this is in your 12th house of hidden emotions. So there could be like hidden anger coming to the surface, hidden emotions. So stay away from all of that. There could be hidden secrets coming to surface. Okay. But this is the time to tap into your subconscious mind. A very powerful portal is opening, so to speak, and giving you opportunity to have direct access to that subconscious mind, that intuition. Um, and and one of the big key rituals is you can keep water overnight outside in the moonlight and drink it the next morning. Have this bhava, this feeling, this intention that this water is amrita. This is literally nectar, the blessings of the full moon, and this nectar is uh, activating your subconscious mind. This is giving you access to the ancestors. This is giving you access to the other planes of existence. So you can practice lots of meditation, lots of guided meditations in the areas of hypnotherapy, past life regression. Those are big, powerful remedies for recommendations for Capricorn rising and Capricorn Rashi people. Literally activate your connection with the other planes of existence. One other caution is to avoid any emotional spending, emotional expenditure. Okay, so that's possible during this full moon. Okay, that's for Capricorn. Next is Aquarius rising and Aquarius Rashi as well, both. So for Aquarius, this full moon is taking place in your 11th house. Watch the intersection for remedies we discussed. And then in addition, keep water in a vessel outside overnight under the moonlight and drink it the next morning. So literally for Aquarius, this is really interesting. This full moon is because it's taking place in your 11th house. 11th house in Kalpurish Kundli, that's again sign of Aquarius anyway. So, and that's represented by a pot of water. So this ritual that you do, keeping water outside, will be very powerful for you. In fact, probably the most powerful Rashi in terms of getting the maximum benefit out of this full moon is Aquarius. So literally, when you drink this water the next morning, imagine this is the nectar, and this is bringing in wealth in your body. This is cleansing and letting go any negative beliefs and dharana, we call it, or the thoughts around lack of abundance and things like that, and have this intention that this nectar is bringing all the abundance of this universe and cleansing the energy in that area. Secondly, also this have the intention that you're letting go of any this connection with your friends or on social network that are not serving you, that may be pulling you down, or even with your older siblings. So all of those relationships, this full moon will cleanse the energy, the negative energy, and pave the way for fresh energy, the new relationships, the new connections with other people, with your older siblings. And then finally, also, this is a powerful time. Have this intention that you want to serve the humanity. And this nectar is making you so powerful that you can literally be of service to the entire humanity. That's the 11th house. It's activated, it's very powerful, and you can really be that change in the world. But stay away from any emotional issues with your older siblings, with your friends, and also especially on social media, on social networks. Do not get involved in any of the heated or aggressive discussions. This full moon may exaggerate that. It can blow out of proportion. Okay, so next is Pisces rising or Pisces Rashi, both Lagna as well as Rashi, the rising sign and the moon sign. For Pisces, this is taking place in your 10th house. First of all, be careful of emotional issues at work or emotional issues with in public, because 10th house is what we do in broad daylight in public. Secondly, watch the introspection for the rituals and remedies that we discussed. In addition, Pisces rising or Pisces Rashi people, they can, so you can keep water overnight outside and drink it the next morning. Keep it under the moonlight. So what this will do is this will cleanse the energy for Pisces. This will cleanse the energy with respect to your career, your profession. So your old way of doing things, old job or anything or business that's not serving you, this will cleanse that negative energy and pave the way for fresh energy, new ideas, new projects, new businesses. This will bring in that energy. This Amrita, this nectar, will give you blessings in that area. So that's the recommendation for Pisces. That's all for now. Thanks a lot for your time, and please like, share, and subscribe if you like the content. Thank you so much.